Hello, YouTubers. It's Sincere Michael from Screen Productions bringing you a new podcast for my segment called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback. So basically, I will try to do my best not to cause any audio feedback during this audio podcast as well. And finally, this podcast might contain some adult language. So this audio podcast will might contain some adult language. So basically, if you're under 18, this audio podcast will contain some adult language. If you're over 18, then you're good. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Lifting Sentai vs. Patranger. Now, the way this episode started off, we see the Patrangers. We see Pat the Pink and Pat the Green watch Pat the Red to the hospital after being poisoned by a gangrene monster named Togo. Now, so basically, Pat the Red was in bad shape because of Togo's poison. But not only but as to Pat the Pink and Pat the Green, they were pretty beat up after the boss of the Gangrich gang really done a number on them by one attack, just attacking his fucking shoulder. So basically, Pat the Red is poison. The boss of the Gangrich gang, really done some damage to Pat the Pink and Pat the Green. So anyway, basically all Patrangers at the hospital getting themselves treated. Meanwhile, at the Lupinranger restaurant, business was usual. So basically, it was kind of slow at the Lupinranger restaurant, and that's when Commissioner Hilltop came in to buy some cookies for his team, for the Patrangers. Now, Commissioner Hilltop say, so basically, that the Patrangers, this is my first time being here, because Pat the Red and the other Patrangers saying this is the restaurant they usually have lunch at. So basically, this is Commissioner Hilltop's first time at the Lupinranger restaurant. So basically, Commissioner Hilltop told the Lupinrangers that told them that the Patrangers got that the Patrangers at the hospital after the Gangrich gang gave them a bitching beating and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, and also Commissioner, so basically before Commissioner Hilltop last, he told Lifting that, by the way, Pat the Green said, hey. So anyway, Commissioner Hilltop said, bought the cookies, and he said that maybe next time I'll come here with my wife. So anyway, after hearing the news that about the Patrangers being attacked by the Gangrich gang, so basically, Lifting Red and Lifting, was like, this could be a good idea. This could we could need to go to the hospital and see what we up against. So basically, they wanted to see how badly the Patrangers injuries was. So anyway. So meanwhile, somewhere at some weird outdoor power plant, we see the Gangrich monster Togo, who poisoned Pat the Red, talking to Destro about 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 what he said and what's standing between him and Lord Dogman, who's the current leader of the Gingers gang. So basically, that's what saying that you know how the boss is. He doesn't like people who waste his time. So basically, that's what we're telling him, that you really piss off the boss. So basically, like, Togo was saying that, I want a chance to get a second chance to prove myself. So basically, so Dexter decided to get Togo a lifted item for his own body shape. So basically, Dexter gave Togo a special a lifted item that looks like a slingshot for his own body size, and gave it to Togo to use. To use, for Togo to use to get, to take down to really take down the lifting ranger, since the so basically, like, to you to take down the lifting ranges. So anyway, at the hospital, so basically, Lifting Blue stared at the restaurant while Lifting Red and Lifting Yellow went to the hospital to visit, to visit the Patranger. So anyway, so basically, Lifting Red is separated from the Lifting Yellow. So basically, Lifting Yellow was looking to Lifting Red, but he bumped into Pato Green, who's leaving the hospital. It's like, Lifting Red started being concerned that, Pato Green is injured. So basically, she's like, asked Pato Green where you go. And he said, I'm just going to tell somebody, I'm just going to give some a progress report to somebody. So anyway, Patrick Green laughed and Lifting Yellow followed, followed behind him. Anyway, so basically. So basically, in the hospital, Lifting Red was starting to have second thoughts that about the coming to the hospital. So basically, he was about to leave the hospital until he saw Patrick Red in his hospital bed, with tubes in his mouth still, keeping him breathing and shit from the Togo's poison. So anyway, in the hallway, Mr. Red bumped into Patrick Pink. He's like, like, what happened to her? So basically, like, during the mission, we was looking for a sergeant David. Turns out, so basically, so basically, Patrick Red decided to look to the terrorist service by using a new trigger machine. So basically, but unknown to us that that monster, that English monster Togo planted a poison part inside the new trigger machine, and therefore that's why Patrick Red is laying in bed and whatnot. So basically, as a Patrick Pink, the Patrick Pink explains why Patrick Red is laying in the hospital bed, being full of tube and shit. So basically, at first, Lifting Red, why did he just avoid the mission? But I know and Patrick Pink said that with Patrick Red took an oath to wish his own life to say others. So basically, he wished his own life to say others. So basically, not of course of his life. So basically, Lifting Red had a newfound, felt really bad for Patrick Red. So anyway, meanwhile, so at the kindergarten, Patrick Green was telling the teacher that once we give the area, once they about the teacher who told them about the gang rape activity and the silent activity where they got jumped at, Patrick Green said once we get the area another chance, we will let you know it will be safe to bring your class there for a field track. So anyway, so basically, Patrick was about to leave until the kid who lived in red there had a conversation in last week's episode who thinks just like a Peace Ranger, like a Lifting Ranger, like you guys are like how come that how come the Lifting Rangers didn't help you fight the gang with God? How come the Lifting Rangers didn't help you fight the gang with monster and whatnot? So basically, Patrick Green said that it's like, even though the Lifting Rangers are Rangers, but it's not their job to fight monsters. But it is the Patranger Rangers job to fight the gang with monsters. So anyway, so basically the kid was like felt sorry for understand what Patrick Green was telling him about the difference between the Patranger Rangers and the Lifting Rangers. So anyway, while Patrick Green was talking to the kid, Lifting Ranger heard everything from and watched everything from a distance, and basically he had, she felt kind in a way, felt kind of like wishing that things were different. So anyway, felt kind of felt kind of moved by Patrick Green's speech and whatnot. So anyway, meanwhile, somewhere else, we see Lifting Blue coming back to the grocery store, and that's when Togo, using the new lifting item, starts to shoot poison needles at Carl innocent bystanders. So basically, Patrick Blue morphed up into his Ranger form and tried to stop Togo, but because of the power of the lifted item slingshot, Lifting Blue couldn't get close to Turbo without getting poisoned by Turbo's poison needles. So anyway, that's when, so basically back at the preschool, one of the teachers told him that there was a dangerous attack. So basically, Lifting Green, went back to, after hearing that, Lifting Green went back to the global headquarters to get a report and deal, and what's going to deal with tell him by himself. But, unfortunately, when he came to the global police headquarters, Patrick Pink was there. Was gearing up. So basically, I heard about the gang attack too. So basically, if we destroy Turbo, that we can say Lifting Red together. So basically, Patrick Pink and Patrick Green, headed out together to go deal with Turbo. So anyway, Lifting Red, showed up to help out Lifting Blue. So basically, using the Direfire, using the sister Direfire Lord, Lifting Red summoned the Direfire shield and boomerang weapon to get close to Torko and managed to open Torko's body space and steal the listed item screenshot from Tobo's body. But when Lupinranger did, got the screenshot from Tobo's body, he got poisoned by one of Tobo's poison needles. So basically, Lupinranger is poisoned now by Tobo's needle. So basically, it looks like Tobo had the upper hand against the Lupinranger. So basically, that's where Patranger Green and Patranger Pink showed up, and working together, the team had got the upper hand against Tobo. So anyway, back at the hospital, one of the nurses who was treating Patranger, was talking about the whole Gingrich attack and whatnot. So basically, Patranger heard the conversation and whatnot, and got out of the bed to go help the others. So anyway, even though, so basically back at the fight, even though Patranger Green and Patranger Pink had the upper hand, but the injury stuff to get the best of her, therefore gave the Gingrich monster Tobo the upper hand against the Patranger. So anyway, that's when Lupinranger showed up with the good striker, and he morphed up, and together the Patranger, fused together, used the good strikers to fuse together and form Lupinranger, but the Lupinrangers, they managed to destroy Tobo, and therefore everybody who got poisoned is now poison free by everybody who got poisoned by Tobo's poison needles are now poison free after the Patrangers and the Lupinrangers worked together and destroyed Tobo. So anyway, at the main Gingrich headquarters, the boss of the Gingrich game, Doran was not happy about the outcome. So basically, God said, do you want me to make Tobo go? And the boss said, do whatever. That's your choice. So anyway, so God just so basically make the Tobo go and make Tobo, bump Tobo back to life and make him go monster size. So anyway, So basically, Togo got thrown Tobo back to life, and Tobo go monster size and whatnot. So basically, the Patrangers used a good striker and used the new crane, and Dreamzor to destroy Tobo once and for all. So basically, the Patrangers used the good striker from the Type Megazord and using the new two of the teams as being the drill and the crane to destroy Tobo. So the day was saved. So basically, after witnessing the fight, Lupinranger had invented that the Patrangers were a good team. So anyway, the next day, it seems like it's the next day, all the Patrangers went back to the preschool and told the teachers that, that we went back to the area, so basically, the area is safe for your class to go on a field trip at. So basically, so the Patranger told the kinder teacher that the area where the game is activity is now safe. So basically, he can take to check your class there for the field check. So anyway, we see the boy who is dressed up as a first. He's not wearing not wearing a Patranger costume that looks like Patranger uniform. He ran into lifting green dogs after Patranger thought he was gonna Patranger had his arms open, figures that the boy was just going on it. And instead, he ran into Patranger. He said, so the boy said that, I want to be a Patranger, I want to be a police officer just like you, and become a Patranger and fight the gang with gay. So basically, the episode ended with the kid running into Pat Green's arms, telling him that I want to be a cop just like you, but and Pat Green saying that like we're trying to tell him that you don't be a cop like me, you should be a cop just like Pat the Redder over there. So basically, this is how the episode ended. So basically, this episode was pretty good. It's a pretty good written episode. So basically, now Patrick, sorry. Now, Lifting Red and Lifting Yellow has Lifting Red has a newfound respect for Patrick Red, and Lifting Yellow has a newfound respect for Patrick Green. And also Lifting Red also has a newfound respect for all the Patrick Rangers as well. So anyway, overall, this was a good episode. So anyway, like always, the Sincere Michael, signing off. We're on.